Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Off the Top Podcast, episode 29. Little bit of a lighter group today. We're kind of in the process of experimenting different times of recordings, but right now, it's just a good old classic, me and Kevin.
Yo, what's up, everyone? I honestly thought when you said experimenting, I thought you were gonna say drugs. I'm like, God damn, it's too early for this.
It's only 5 o'clock over here in South Dakota.
No, I mean it's too early in our careers to do this.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, come on. There's been people who are probably younger and have done like a lot more.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, come on, it's probably like a lot of the Hollywood elite, but I wouldn't be surprised. But we're back from nothing really, just other than just playing like different games, especially with the Fortnite Simpsons season. Uh, I don't know what to feel, man. I don't know what to feel.
I love it.
I love the map. It's just, oh my goodness, all the players. Oh my goodness, everybody is like just sweating their fucking balls off. But I mean, aside from that, I mean, it's got some of the best references. And I don't know when the next update's supposed to be. It'll probably be out by the time we record it. By the time this is fully recorded and uploaded, which a
I
lot of
honestly thought the next update was gonna be like uh tomorrow or
see, I was thinking that too, and I'm like, when is the next update? If this is even gonna get an update because it is a mini season. But then again, it's probably just to decrypt the what is it, the last part of the bonus page.
honestly I honestly thought it was already decrypted.
Hmm.
Or I think they're doing the update because they're adding like that whole like donut storm shit.
Yeah, they're
Where
adding like the new stuff, and then because it's probably gonna
yeah,
be like the new loot pool and just different events that are gonna probably be happening throughout the map. But
yeah, like honestly, like it. I thought that was gonna be like the update for it was just gonna be like the new weapons, new skins, new fuck, what else?
they did add Spider Pig to the game, or it looks like he's coming to the game, and it's
Can't wait for
funny.
Spider Pig.
Yeah, and it's funny too because we always had like a discussion like with our group. We're always saying, you know, this is definitely an experiment for what they want to do with like collabs as well. And I guess Spider Pig does make sense to be the first collab, especially for the Simpsons season.
Oh yeah, definitely. But honestly, if they have Spider Pig, I hope you could like style his hair just so you could like do just like in the movie, um how Homer's they sign his hair, or he like changes it where he's like Harry Plopper.
Oh my god, that's right. And you know what's crazy too is the fact that I found out the original Simpsons movie is, I believe it's like 18 years old now. And I was like,
Oh,
holy
I know.
and and what's the scene I see? It's the when Homer is having the when he meets that the native person and they were doing that whole ritual, the you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so
Uh, like honestly, didn't fucking I wasn't expecting them to like at least come out with like a second one. Like I felt like everyone always wanted it, but I feel like since now they're ending like the Simpsons and everything, I think they're like, okay, you know what? It's the time to come out with the with a new movie just to like give it out with like a whole like big bang.
yeah. That's like that's what I was thinking too. Like now when you mentioned that, I was like, oh shit, okay. So it's like the movie's probably gonna be their quote unquote like the series finale, if anything. Or if they follow it up with like some type of final season, but who knows?
Well, I think they're currently on their final season.
Oh, okay.
I thought last season was their final season, but currently right now, as I see it, they're on season 37.
Jesus. 37 seasons, dude. That's
30
insane to
fucking 7 seasons.
that's just insane to think about. And and that's considering even shows like fucking like One Piece still going. That's what almost it's like 1500 episodes or something like that.
Ooh, that one currently right now. Fuck. I still gotta fuck. Thanks for reminding me. I gotta catch up on One Piece.
Oh Jesus. We're not gonna see you for like a month because you're gonna be searching for the One Piece the whole time. We're gonna get a fucking video of you just out in the ocean.
Maybe, maybe. I think
He's
fuck, I think they're like at
contemplating. Uh,
let
but
me
yeah,
see.
it's just so crazy just to think about though. Like a bunch of shows are that are like still going. Like even fucking SpongeBob, which is granted it's the quality is like at a significant low, but the fact that it's still going is insane.
The beginning, yeah, the beginning, the quality, because animation wasn't like
It just didn't. I
up
mean,
there.
I think it was more of the quality is now just getting to the point that it's cleaner, but the humor is not funny, or it's just not funny to us anymore.
It is funny and just like not as funny like how it would have been like back in the days. But currently, right now, they're at 1,149.
Is that what SpongeBob's at right now, or is that
Oh, SpongeBob, my bad. One
One
Piece.
Piece? 1,149.
One Piece.
Okay, okay, yeah, that's not. I am way
Yeah.
off, but still, it's a lot.
But again, with SpongeBob, fucking SpongeBob is like, how can I say it? Yeah, I feel like their fucking like jokes and everything is kind of like it just started playing. I felt like it's
Somewhere like
like
it's
so like
overplayed, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, because like that was always going to be the problem, and I like in a way that now kind of makes me sort of appreciate like what Cartoon Network did with like a lot of their old shows because had any of those shows kept going, for all we know, that's probably it probably would have fallen into the same trap that currently SpongeBob's in right now.
But it's weird because it's like I remember like Fairy same thing with Fairy Odd Parents. I think Fairy Odd Parents like just after I think the last few seasons it just kind of like just died
Y-
out.
Yeah, like I think once they introduced the baby character, and it's like that definitely was like the start of the downfall for that show too.
No, the start of the downfall is like when they were introducing like a girl that was sharing Cosmo and Wanda with Timmy.
I did not even know that was a fucking thing. That's oh boy.
And I think they had a dog on a very odd dog too.
Oh Jesus Christ! Sooner or later, they're just gonna start running out of things to just use at that point.
Yeah, I think like fucking Fairy Odd Parents. I think again, I think it was just after the that season, or I think it was still good with the baby, but I think just like after that, like there was like nothing else like for them to. It was like mostly like how can I say it? Uh, it was like, oh, here you guys got um renew for another season, like just put something together. Like that's basically it. It wasn't like what I do for like the next season or some shit. Or like
Mm,
what like else can we create?
yeah, like it just they just started to run out of like just jokes and material to do, and then there's like it's just getting to the point that it's super like low effort or just bottom of the barrel type stuff. So just like I said, I mean it's just and at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure as much as we love all of our shows to keep going, there is a point that they do need to stop. Now, that's a different story when it comes to fucking South Park, though. They know how to keep themselves fucking relevant.
Yeah, yeah. But again, same thing with I think Simpsons. Simpsons like after a while it was like kind of um
Falling off.
like they had everything, but just like all their voice act because everything that like was happening, like I think the voice actor for Edna died, and then
Mm,
they had to replace the voice actor for Carl because or like any of the like their black characters because it wasn't a black voice actor, it was a white voice actor, so they were
oh,
trying to like
it's the whole
do
it's appropriate. It's pretty much just the cultural appropriation type of thing.
yeah, which honestly I get it, but at the same time it's like it's something that I wish they wouldn't have changed, especially when anyone could do voice acting for like any character, anything, and you wouldn't know who was behind it. You just like are just caring about like the voice actor, like how good of the part they're playing, the
Yeah,
character. That's
exactly.
basically it.
Yeah, because that was always gonna be the problem with a lot of these voice acting. Like, because I remember the biggest one is Pro ZD, who's big in like the voice acting community, and he wanted more Asian representation, and he's Korean, I believe. And because of what he said, he just ended up not getting as many roles in the process, and then he's complaining. So it's kind of like he became like the enemy of his own I don't know what's like the enemy of his own I can't think of it right now, but of what he fought for. Because now he's losing
It
out like too many big roles. Like, and then there was a whole thing that he got casted in something, and it's just a character that clearly looks white and European. And Pro ZD is, well, Korean, like I said.
yeah.
So it's just kind of like something that just came out in like a very bad time, and then it just makes him look hypocritical in the process. Like, and I personally could care less what the person looks like behind the mic. I'm more focused on, can you deliver the performance that I'm looking for with the character?
Well, yeah, that's like what everyone like really expects, especially when it comes to like animes when they go from when you go like from the Japanese voice actor to English voice actor be better than the English, even though the English voice actors do try, but it's like it doesn't hit the same at times.
Yeah,
Or if
understandable. Because I even what's it called? I know that forgot which show it was, and I think it's like a slice of life or cool rom com one. But there's an actress who literally does both the English and the Japanese, and nobody would have believed it until like basically that character showed up.
oh, are
What?
you talking about uh Tama-chan?
Yeah, something like that. I'm pretty sure it's that one. The redhead girl, who looks like
Yeah,
a tomboy. Yeah, I know
yeah,
the actress who does the blonde character does both, and I think that's just hilarious.
dude, that is funny, but it's like you can see like it's like that doesn't stop her um
The thing she
from
want.
doing both.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the oh yeah, Tomo-chan is a girl. It was that anime.
That's not okay. But yeah, it's still cool though to see like something like that.
Again, it just um it's cool because probably when she was doing like the Japanese voice acting and she was like, oh, I want to like try English because I could speak English too.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's like nobody really like how can I say it? Is judging her for like for playing a British a British character when she's Japanese.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's just all about like delivering the parts, delivering the
It's delivering the lines just the way they want it.
yeah. Because again, like sometimes there's some voice actors that like do try and can do it, and there's some that um
Just don't.
it just like monotone.
Yeah. And it's like they just don't. It's not that they do it on purpose. It's just more of a, well, that's just kind of like how you sound. Like, I think the best way you could describe, like, even like voice acting too, if we bring like gaming involved, like the biggest one is with like Resident Evil 4 remake. Um, the voice actress for Ada Wong, I know she got like fucking destroyed by like the entire like internet because nobody liked her performance. And I'll give it this, is like I wasn't a fan of the voice actress's performance either, but she just was given a script and the voice director did just want it a certain way. So fucking be it.
Yeah, because I feel like there are some good voice actors, like the one guy, what was his name? Alex,
Alex Lee.
is it Alex Lee?
Yeah, Sung Jin
The
Woo,
one who
right?
plays, yeah,
Dude, Alex Lee is in like, and he's in practically fucking everything the more I like think about it, because he's Zenitsu in Demon Slayer. Z-
and he's fucking Daredevil in Marvel Rivals.
yep. See, when I saw that he was Daredevil, I was like, oh my fucking god, that's hilarious. And then just hearing the lines, it's like, oh yeah, I can definitely tell he took some aspects of Soul Leveling's like character. And he's like, all right, let me try to make it into Daredevil. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, because again, it's like, um, because you see him like, well, it was probably just like a skit, but him trying to do and so leveling like do
The
like the
Arise.
arise.
Oh my god, yeah, the
Yeah.
skit of him just like just doing like several takes of Arise. Fucking great.
Oh, my favorite one's where he goes like erect.
Like, right.
Oh my god. Like I'm not gonna lie, but it's like it's funny. Or where he goes like, Ingress, arise. And then he goes like, bitch.
He's putting that
Like
cause
they
he's
tell
like fucking Kazushika Okada.
yeah,
Fucking
it's
bitch.
funny because it's like yeah. It's funny because it's like he pauses for like a few seconds and then he says it and then think like, oh, we got the take, but no.
Ah, come on, they can edit that. They can edit it. It's fuck. And just use it as part of your
No,
fucking
no,
like.
no. Yeah, I no, but yeah, but I think like they did it just for like the whole skit.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, it's funny.
It's always great. But
Or when he plugs in his merch like during the whole fucking scene too.
hey, he's gotta make it. He's gotta make some extra money somehow, you know.
No, I just find it hilarious because it's like he says it and then he goes and then or I think they tell him like, how can you afford like so many of because he kept on switching shirts or he had a blanket and then he like plugged in his merch
Of course,
or his
that's great.
yeah his gold for Crunchyroll.
That's hilarious. Fucking voice acting, man. One of the hardest one of the hardest industries to get into, especially with how people want to be paid now.
Oh, it's not even that too. It's like fucking like how much uh you gotta train your voice. You gotta like figure out how to make the characters sound like how much emotion you have to put and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like same thing with the pay because like half of the time it's like you get paid once, but like say like if people constantly watch like the anime, like it's like you need your royalties on that.
Yeah. And I know sometimes like the companies like just the distribution could be all over the place with it too, just depending. You know, obviously if it's like
That
a
is
popular enough IP, then I'm sure they got like plenty of they're rolling in fucking bank. But like if it's like something kind of just like middling or very obscure, then it's like gonna be tough.
it's not just that, but it also depends like on where they're gonna like stream it. Well, I say stream because like for Crunchyroll, it's like for Crunchyroll, they have like certain ones, and then High Dive they have certain ones,
Yeah, that's true.
and then you have Prime, then you have Netflix. So it all depends.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure someone could probably like explain that to us or like how that works. But
I think it's just like but depending like I don't think it depends on the studio. It depends on like who wants who wants to take the risk for it.
hmm
It's kind of like not gonna say bidding, but it's kind of who who wants to like distribute this and this. Because because for Oshi no Koi season 3 is gonna be on Crunchyroll, but the first two seasons were on High Dive.
yeah, well, yeah, it's not like I don't know if it's like necessarily bidding, but it's like it is like a way to kind of like earn the rights or to buy the rights for like whatever property.
Yeah,
Kind
so
of,
it's like again, it's it's like who's kind of like trying to get those rights for it. Because again, like High Dive has like the first two seasons of Ocean Koi. Now, uh, Crunchyroll is gonna do for season 3. So my thing is like, is Crunchyroll gonna they're gonna do season 3? Are they getting the rights where they're gonna have season 1 and 2 also? Because again, it's something like it makes you wonder. Because sometimes it's like, oh no, they're just gonna have season 3, but High Dive is still only gonna have season 1 and 2.
yeah. So and on it could just be either or Crunchyroll just outright buys the rights for to stream like season 1 and 2, and then High Dive either A keeps it or they end up losing it. I don't know how you would negotiate something like that, but I'm sure they would. Crunchyroll's probably gonna figure something out, knowing that they're being backed by fucking Sony.
Yeah, or I think or it depends on the studio too. Like if they just want to do exclusively on Crunchyroll, or they want to do Crunchyroll and
I
High Dive
mean,
or Netflix too or Prime. Because at the same time, if you do like notice, there's sometimes there's animes that are on Crunchyroll and then they're on
other
Netflix.
services, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but I'm sure there's yeah, they probably have to just figure it out, just like with whoever the publishing company is. Sure, they could just negotiate all that. But moving on, from little voice acting tangents, do got a couple things that are gonna be coming up. At least by the like I said, by the time this is probably gonna be uploaded, I'm probably gonna have my Ghost of Yote platinum video up. A good old 3.5 hour conversation with another friend of the podcast, Gavin. And yeah, that's honestly, it's just insane that we were able to record for like that fucking long, dude.
actually, it was 3.5 hours.
Yeah, 3.5 hour fucking video, dude. And just needs to be uploaded. It'll probably be uploaded though by the time this is done. At least if I'm scheduling it properly. But I mean, I would always say like if just to give you an idea of like how like we did the whole video is like it's essentially the first hour is literally just like the surface level, just like the gameplay and like a little bit of story, and then the rest of it is literally like the story and characters and all that. So
Not just that, you guys like forgot a few topics, didn't you?
yes, I did put some editor's notes on a couple things, but still, I still say it's like it's definitely a good game to get. If for a PS5, like right now at least, it's definitely a good title to get. Whether they and of course, Legends is gonna probably be coming out sometime. I think it's set for next year if the timing is similar to Tsushima's Legends mode. But I think the more important thing for at least me and Gavin was mostly New Game Plus because surprisingly it did not launch with one. And you'd think
Oh,
that
just how Spider-Man was, Spider-Man 2.
yeah, like how the Spider-Man games were where they had a New Game Plus mode, like this doesn't for some reason. And for all I know,
No,
they
I
could
mean like how Spider-Man 2 was like it didn't get New Game Plus until like months after.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's just weird to have games not have a New Game Plus like on launch. But I just that might be one of those games like I'll eventually come back to at some point, like if I'm feeling it. Although then again, next year it's gonna be dominated by other stuff, which we'll probably get into a little later. But yeah, Ghost of Yote video. If this is uploaded after the video's uploaded, go ahead and give that a listen. Don't have to listen to the whole entire thing for 3.5 hours. Either listen to it in parts, or if you only want to listen to that first hour, completely fine with us. Um, and another thing that I actually kind of just like left like a little tidbit of was I actually finally got to play Ninja Gaiden 4, and it has definitely kicked my ass several times. But man, the game is fucking sick as hell, dude. It's very much it's Ninja Gaiden, man. It's just Ninja Gaiden in the modern like Xbox era. They get and the main character, Yakumo, is hilariously edgy, like unapologetically even.
God damn.
Yeah.
I still wanna get it, but I think I'm just gonna do it on Game Pass.
Yeah, not nothing wrong with that at all. I'm kind of just like curious. I mean, I've only played like a couple chapters. Like I think I'm just about to go into chapter 4, so it's like somewhat sort of in the beginning ish. Like I'm at like 15% at least according to PlayStation. But so far I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely gonna try to I at least want to try to beat it before the end of the year. And then I'm probably gonna see what other games to play. Because it really just got me thinking about my fucking back catalog. Because at least right now, in terms of games from at this time all the way till Resident Evil Requiem drops, it's low key kind of open season unless I'm missing one. At least I'm not aware of a game that's releasing in January at least. But excited for that. I'll probably have a more like dedicated kind of like section once I beat the game. Whenever the next maybe if I play it a lot this between now and the next podcast, I'll probably have like more of my full thoughts on it. But
Uh, Honestly, like when it comes to the back catalog, there's a lot of fucking games we have to like try to hop on.
I know, like here's a funny thing, because I know I've told you, but I don't think I've told anyone on just the podcast in general. Like I ended up buying like I have a couple games that like I bought before I moved. And I bought like another game like a couple months back, and I honestly forgot I bought it, and it was just sitting in my little PS5 collection or PS4 PS5 collection, and it was Shin Megami Tensei 5. Like I bought we actually had a steel book at my work. I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go scoop that up. And what else? I need to I need to play through the Sonic X Shadow Generations. I only played it for that one stream, and I'm like, God fucking damn it. And that and Metaphor Refantasio. Like at least as far as like new games to start on.
God damn, it's like fucking yeah, more games than I do.
Hey, but I honestly, I'm just at this point, it's
Long,
just
to be
more of a
honest.
I
As
can eventually hit him.
for me, is
But
that at this point, what games do I want to fucking play?
I mean, for all we know, I know a lot of people are really big on arc raiders right now, and I was like, I probably like part of me is like kicking myself to get it. Especially because it's got the big like social experiment out of it because it is gonna be like it's a more casual distraction shooter. Kind of is having like that sort of Fortnite Delulu ish type of or type of feeling.
Uh, again, I feel like that was kind of like a game that it would have been good like day one.
Just unfortunate.
Um,
It's just timing. That's all. That's the only thing I can really say about a lot of games. Like at least I came out like within the past like 2 months. It's just like a lot of their timing sucks because they're too close to each other, man.
I know because it was like what it was Battlefield 6 and then Silent Hill F that came out at the same time or around the same time.
I mean, if
Um,
I can just go down the fucking list of like games that I was like gonna consider trying to play because Hollow Knight Silk Song released earlier in September. Then I had Chronos, which I was covering, and I have the full playthrough of it. Silent Hill F was about like a few weeks later. Then Ghost of Yote was like 10 days later or something, and then Battlefield 6, of course, and Arc Raiders as like the shooters that are coming out.
yeah, everything was just fucking back to back.
Yeah. Like any other times, like I would have easily picked up some of these games, but man, it's like this is brutal fucking timing. Like I even skipped out on fucking Metal Gear Solid. Um at least like
Oh,
in
oh yeah, I
August.
fucking forgot about
Because
that.
I was thinking about it, but Chronos was coming out like not too long after. So I wanted to play that. First world problems, am
I
I
know.
right?
Tell me about it. We have like all these games, not enough fucking time.
If only I was if only I could just quit my full-time job, be full-time content creator and get paid specifically. But hey, you know what? That comes with time. That's what I say. Comes with time. But I think we gotta
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. I think we gotta I think we should talk about the big elephant in the room though that happened. What is it? This past weekend, I want to say. Like I think it like happened on like Friday or Saturday night. But GTA 6 got delayed again.
I'm very disappointed in this fucking shit. Yeah, I'm like very not I'm not surprised. And I bet
Yeah.
you by the time that gets like nearer, it's gonna be like it got delayed until 2027.
Oh my god, how long? What it, I love the joke though that people are saying was that we were gonna get GTA 7 before GTA 6, and I was like, you know, that wouldn't surprise me. That legit wouldn't surprise me at all.
Nah,
But
for me, it would have been um like I saw ones where these guys uh with his girl was like walking down and she's like, babe, don't get mad, but something happened and he goes like, what? GTA 6 got delayed until December. He was like, what? That was the whole their maternity leave. And then he goes like, nah, just I'm like, bro, it's funny. It's like, damn, that's like that.
love it. Yeah, that's just so crazy that I'm like motherfuckers. I'm like, I get it that they're for all we know that there's a lot of just kind of like rumors because there's now at this point of like this game has to. We haven't gotten info on this trailer for like a long time, like or just on the game, like other than what one trailer from like 2 years ago, 2 3 years ago, something like that. I don't know, whenever it was, but
I don't even fucking remember. It feels like a fucking long time because it's like fucking all the delays. Again, hopefully it's not gonna fucking be like another cyberpunk fucking kind of issue where it's delayed, and then it's like fucking it craps out.
Yeah, that's what my current like concern what is right now. Like honestly, it's like now it's just getting to the point of like if they're trying to avoid a cyberpunk situation, I'm like, I'm like taking that many months like away, like 6 months, like dude, the game is going to release a year from now, which granted, it's like, hey, you know what? At least we have dates, but it's still just kind of like insane though to see that it got pushed that far back. Kind of like the big issue with at least like this delay and what a lot of people are linking to GTA 6's delay this time around. There's a possibility that they went on a union bus and it was more towards like the European like UK side. And I'm pretty sure if you're trying to go union busting, that's actually like against the law, to my understanding,
For
for GTA 6. Like that's what supposedly the this delay might be linked to. But there was also but those same employees that were asking for a union as well. I guess there was a some private forum that one of the employees was on that were discussing big info for GTA 6. I don't know what if it was like necessarily like details of like the story or like what's happening in game, but at least the way just based on the info of like the fact that it's a Rockstar employee. I'm pretty sure that was like the biggest concern out of it. And they were trying to like stomp that out as fast as possible.
like
One second.
honestly, I feel like the shit that they're doing right now, like just to fucking 'cause I get it, like they're trying to unionize because better rights, better shit. But like having them fucking how can I say it? Like, because they know fucking GTA 6 is gonna blow up. Because
Yeah.
fucking like how long since GTA 5? It was like what
13,
2012?
2013.
Oh yeah, see,
Dude,
imagine.
regen a reminder that GTA GTA 5 my understanding
Came
is
out during the
gonna
360 and the
tail
PS3,
end of the 360 PS3. We are currently on the PS5 and
the
and
Series One or Series X.
yeah. So it's been on 3 console generations, which is fucking nuts. And I can only hope that I mean, my only other hope for this delay, like if I want to try to see some light out of this, is for them to have that 60 FPS for the base PS5 and Xbox Series S or whatever. Well, Series actually that might not even be 60. That will probably be 30 for all I know. I just as long as I don't have to buy a PS5 Pro just to experience 60 frames per second on it, that's what I can hope. And the only other thing I could hope for is that maybe they try to add GTA Online not too long, or maybe like simultaneously with GTA 6, but they're probably gonna stagger the release like they usually do.
I honestly I feel like them just staggering the release for it would be better because the thing is like sometimes I want to play GTA or when GTA 5 came out, I just wanted to play the story mode. And then when online came out, I'll just focus online. I had to worry about the story mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's like once you're done with the story, it's like that's kind of just it. It's just a matter of just like doing other bullshit. And then once online came out, then you're
Yeah.
just running around with the homies, doing dumb shit together. I mean, fuck it.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. Just fucking like doing dumb shit, fucking killing each other, doing like all those like quests
N-
and shit like that.
yeah. And then once the heist came out, and then the custom maps, all the fun stuff. Like the one thing I will say though, I think what GTA Online, I would be surprised if it doesn't have it. Proximity chat. I think
I
prox
feel like
chat
it would.
has to have it.
I feel like it would. And then like for if you want to call your friend, because you know how in GTA 5 they have the cell phone.
Yep, yep.
Like
So,
you could literally like call them like you were calling them like on the actual phone. That would be fucking awesome if they
yeah,
do like the
just kind of
proximity chat like that.
life sim style game.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing though is like if they add like sports in the game, like if what I was seeing, like if basketball gets added, do you know what happens then? What's when somebody's gonna fucking probably lose in a 21 game? Everyone got lit up like immediately after.
For GTA
GTA GTA 6 online.
oh yeah.
I wouldn't be like I said, I just wouldn't be surprised. That's what they decide to do.
Like
But
honestly, I feel like they would do like some kind of like because again, like I hear like I hear some creators saying that they're gonna do like their own service where you get paid real money, and then you could also like it's basically like doing transactions like where you could earn while playing like GTA 6, but if you do something like you're not supposed to, you could lose all the like they could kick you out the server and like keep all the money that you currently have made in that server.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it makes sense. Just they really want to make GTA Online like this GTA Online at least like the biggest thing like ever in terms of multiplayer. So you may as well try to like stack as many chips as you can, and then once you go all in, you're probably gonna get like a hella big payout. Like the games are honestly, I wouldn't be surprised like the first week of the game's release, it's probably gonna make like I don't know, like $5-6 billion like off rip on that first week.
It's not even that too. It's mostly um like how can I say like what they're gonna try to do for fucking for like in future of gamings where it's like not just like GTA 6, but probably like moving on like to Call of Duty or moving on to uh Fortnite or even like Battlefield 6 where it's like there's way where you're playing a game but you're making money out of it in a way where say that you make 1,000 and then like Activision or whatever like publisher gets just 10% of it. You know, you're working hard and you're getting and I mean like you're grinding hard and you're getting paid out of it. That'd be cool because if you're thinking about it sooner or later, it's like everything's gonna go to like virtual.
Like a meta, like a virtual reality, like meta um style kind of, or like augmented reality, I think is what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that sounds right. Yeah, it's kind of like their way of like a creator program of sorts. And hey, who knows? I mean, 10%. I wouldn't. Hey, I'd be all fucking for it, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, it'll be great. Also, kind of like not gambling, but also it's like say like for tournaments, like to enter a tournament, like say like your buy-in is like $50, but like the whole pot is like 100,000.
Something like that. Yeah,
So imagine, yeah. So imagine like just doing shit like that, and then out of the 100,000, they only take 10%. So that's like what 10,000. You're still left with like
90.
90,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it'd be ambitious. I would say that, but only time will tell. Because you got to remember though that this is Take Two, and they want to make as much money on their end as possible. But I don't know. I can only hope that maybe out of the goodness of their hearts, I can only hope. But we'll see.
Yeah, that is true. But again, um, like I said, it's like everything is advancing. So, but you gotta also think about if this way, like it helps them to like make money or to like improve like shit. Because imagine like being like you don't even have to be in a team. You don't even have to be like sponsored by someone or anything or like you're just if you're one of those people that like just want to enjoy the game, they could separate you. But the real fucking tryhards are right there playing and grinding. You're separated from those two groups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, only thing is though is like to use that like same logic though. I mean, let's be real. Like, who's really like playing GTA like that? Like, like on like a quote unquote competitive level necessarily, unless it's like
Oh,
unless it's compelling enough to have something like that, then that'll definitely fall in your favor. Next topic on hand. So we got a. It sounded really hyperbolic when I heard this, but it does kind of make sense the more I started to think about it. So amidst a lot of Xbox's pretty much like downward spiral, Satya Nadella, who's pretty much the CEO of Microsoft, he went on a show and he said that their competition is not PlayStation, it's not the other consoles, but it's actually TikTok or just short form content as a whole. Um, Initially, I was just like, this just sounds really stupid. Like, how the hell is this supposed to be your competition? But then the more it just kind of sat with me is like, you know what? He's kind of not wrong. Especially because it's something that's going to take away your time from just like playing anything. It does make sense that you do have to kind of worry about just short form content as a whole being the king of media consumption now. And obviously, playing games takes your time. That's starting to take away time.
like honestly, I do kind of get it because if you just think about it, it's like it was kind of like how it was back in the day, walkthroughs and everything, and watch the walkthroughs, then play the actual game.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like almost, I want to say like almost the same thing like here, where it's like on TikTok, like you see people like doing like like those kind of like short stories or things like that, and then they have like a game or something like in the background, which is kind of like, oh hey, like I want to like watch like the next video, but I'm also saying like what's the other like, because what's the other like what's what they're using for the background for it. And
Exactly.
half of the time it's like either Minecraft. Yeah, half of the time it's like you're watching Minecraft, like people doing shit in
It's like
Minecraft,
Minecraft,
and
Subway
it's like,
Surfers, or like some other game.
yeah,
And I think, but yeah, to kind of just like see all that, it is still just insane. Just, I was like, again, I was just taken back by the statement at first, but then I was like, you know what? They kind, they right though.
yeah, because like honestly, it's like if you think about it, like even now, like for the future, it's like um like content creators and everything are making like stuff and then making like and making shit like like using anything for the background.
Yeah,
Like even for us, like right now, like we're talking, but you're putting like
I
what
put
was
like
gonna be
some,
like
I,
the
I put like some type of gameplay as a background. Like the way my content is like you could either watch a playthrough, but I have the audio laid over with a podcast. And that's at least gonna
yeah
be the way that it's the media is gonna be consumed. So you not only just hear like whoever I bring to the podcast, like in terms of topics, but then
people
you
are
also get to watch something.
yeah because you
And
know how like there was like part of it like people were playing the game in the bottom and then on top they were watch they're like there's a show. It's like
mhm,
you're seeing like the show and it interests you, and then on the bottom like there's a game going on, so you're kind of like it's like you were playing the game but at the same time you're not playing the game, so you're kind of like multi it's kind of like it shows that you're kind of like multitasking.
Yeah, it's just kinda like how the way I look at it, it's like it's almost like just like straight ADHD kinda stuff, though, I will admit. Like, you know, and the line of, like, multitasking ADHD, it's just as a whole is, like, the line's getting blurred, like, more and more because of how people wanna, like, spin it, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, not just that, but also like for like just for us in general, because like even like right now, I have a 3 monitor setup. I have like basically the Discord and everything on one monitor. I have Raw on the other, and then even now I'm fucking on Amazon trying to look for like a HDMI adapter so I could add like a fourth fucking monitor. Probably won't, but it's
doesn't hurt to
like
look.
again, yeah, it doesn't hurt to look. But again, it's like I feel like everyone can multitask and everyone could like do all this, and it's just like how can I say it? It's just like that's how it is nowadays. It's like I bet you even during work, like there's some people listening to podcasts or listening to music while they're doing their job, and then or even half of the time, like sometimes there's people like that have their headphones on listening to music on really low and they're still like having a conversation with someone at the same time. So there's like I feel like this has already started, but now with like with TikTok and shit like that, it's kind of like it's making it more, more accustomed to it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's what and, with, like, what you were saying too, like, a lot of companies just are trying to fight for just time in general for anyone. That's why we always get, like, live service games, and they're always trying to push out, like, like, battle passes and stuff that Fortnite popularized. They want a way to keep our time, and attention to their products, and this is their way of doing it. So, it's just like I still remember just hearing that statement first time. It's just like, it's crazy to think about, but, of course, once we, you know, let that marinate, we get it now.
Yeah.
So
Like honestly, yeah. And it's not even like just that too, but it's like imagine like people that have like those metal glasses, like who
mhm,
play music and use it as like mm,
like, social
um
media
use
stuff or look up
yeah, social
info.
media or like or even on the phone, like shit like that. So it's kind of like having those metal glasses, like you could literally multitask and do like so much shit, and it's just making it just making it everything easier
In a way,
for you, but it's like at the same time it's like it's kind of like
they're, like, streamlining, I guess, is what you're thinking of.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? Maybe in, like, a few years, maybe short form content finally takes that dip that I pray happens, and realize that we really, like, are losing, like, attention spans, like, out the ass. But yeah. Um, but moving on. Another little bit of kind of funny news that I came across. It's just more of like, yeah, they're not wrong, but at the same time, it's got nuance to it. So there was a report saying that like 72% of companies think that Steam is a monopoly for specifically PC gaming. And for context, of course, monopoly being like they essentially control the market. Kinda like something that people were worried that Xbox was doing, like, circle back to them, but in reality, but Xbox even though Xbox has, like, a bunch of companies under their belt, they're still letting those companies be multi-platform for their products. So, when it came to Steam, A lot of people, of course, they just didn't like Steam being so consumer friendly. And of course, who is the who's the group that's claiming that Steam is a monopoly? All the all the employees that are like that have C's on them, or like C level employees. So like CEOs, CFOs, the higher ups, basically.
And I get why they think that, but again, it's like you gotta think about it in a way where like how it was with like with Xbox and like PlayStation, how they had like their fucking exclusive games and shit like that, and it was like only exclusive for whatever console. Like even now, like fucking right, like there's games in PC or Steam that's only exclusive through them,
Mhm.
and honestly, there is a bunch, but at the same time, I feel like with them, they have more of a liberty
I think they
in a way.
kind of like it's more of a beneficial service to work with compared to like your Epic Game stores, because I know even though Epic Game Store does have like free games, not everybody is on board with Epic Game Store just because their stuff is not as good, at least in comparison to Steam. Granted, Epic Game Store is about 5 years old, something like that, 4 or 5 years old, and then Steam is like decades. So the difference is almost like, in a way, like if you compare their like the length of time, it's almost unfair. But at the same time, Steam is still king at the moment when it comes to this stuff. Granted, now that doesn't change the fact that we do have like other services like GOG, which a lot of times it's mostly they have DRM free solutions, so you don't have to always be online for some stuff. So that's probably like their only other competition they really got going against them.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I believe that, but at the same time, like I feel like with Epic Games, like to like play a game or like to get your game like in their store, you have to go through a approval process, and they're more stricter when it comes to it compared to like Steam, where it's like you have an approval process, but it's not as strict as
It's
like
yeah,
how
it's like
Epic
it's not
Games will
as
be.
well. It's also I think like especially because like Epic, they can give like that a good cut and all, but a lot. But then again, PC just doesn't like being restricted to just like one platform. So just having all these launchers around, you don't want to like isolate, or you don't want to like I don't want to say isolate, but like separate like the player base when it comes to all of these when it comes to just having games on Steam versus Epic Game Store. And if we consider the fact that like there's also the speculated rumor that PlayStation might be trying to get involved as well with their own like PC launcher, it makes you think what's gonna shake up, you know, Steam as a whole, which it probably won't be a while until maybe like until Gabe Newell finally just calls it quits, or God forbid, kicks the bucket.
Yeah, because honestly, like I remember they were talking about like putting like a PlayStation launcher like on PC like a while back, and I'm like, dude, that would be great, but at the same time, it's like Xbox is doing it already, and then I, f- I feel like when it comes to like Xbox Space and PlayStation, it's like the same thing as like what you call it Androids and iPhones. Like there's certain things you could do more on an Xbox or a PlayStation, and it's like the same thing like where it was like certain things you can do more on a Android than an iPhone. So it's kind of like for PlayStation, they're just limited to like what you could do compared to Xbox, where you could, you know, um, your PC is an Xbox, your TV is an Xbox. you having the Xbox. Even your phone could be an Xbox because all you have to do is just get like um Xbox like cloud gaming,
Mm-hmm.
and then where compared to PlayStation, you need a PS5 to do remote play. You can't just play like on your phone or anything like that. Granted, they did update like the portal where you could play if you pay for like for ultimate, you could play like your games that you already own on the PlayStation portal. But at the same time, it's like how long like did it took them to do that when like again Xbox already doing like cloud gaming and shit like that for a while, and they're making it like more available like for the people.
Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of just one of those when you have like so much competition, just trying to get into like one space, and when there is a clearly there is a bigger target, and the bigger target is too much for another company. Like, I'd honestly even argue like that, as cool as this PlayStation launcher is going to be, what is the limitations of said PS launcher? Because that likely is going to mean that they want to have PlayStation Network or PSN Network numbers up with this launcher. But we know that's not going to happen because, well, the benefit of playing on PC, don't have to pay for online. So that just kind of it
Well,
just kind of leaves you wondering like what their move is.
true, but at the same time, what I'm thinking too is that when it comes to uh, that PlayStation launcher, hopefully you don't need a PS5 for it. Because again, for Xbox, you don't need an Xbox to play
Like Game
like shit
Pass or
on
anything like
Xbox.
that.
No, I mean like you don't like say you pay for you're paying for Game Pass, like, and you have that Xbox launcher. Yeah, like Fortnite is gonna be free, of course. Like they are gonna have like their free games and everything, of course. But I'm saying like you don't need to have an actual Xbox to like play on your PC, like how PS5 has like the remote where you need the PS5
To be
to
on.
actually remote play, like how yeah.
Yeah. I see what you mean. When it comes to just like stuff like that. But still, I'm just kind of wondering like what's going to be the next thing going forward, when it comes to PC gaming, because I remember we did talk about it for a little bit in the last pod. Like we were just wondering like what's gaming going to look like, and we're definitely going to probably be seeing a lot of numbers like just going up for PC gaming as a whole, and they're definitely going to be on Steam. So PlayStation trying to get involved in this, no way. Like I don't think they're going to hit that lightning in a bottle when it comes to like player numbers like that.
Yeah, because honestly, with PC, because again, it's like say like your graphic card, your um
CPUs, your GPUs. Like just like getting
CPUs, like
parts.
will be like I'm not gonna say cheaper, but it's like more replaceable and upgradable
Right.
compared to like like PS5 would then upgrade to a PS6 or Xbox Series X to like to their
Whatever the
new Xbox, whatever they're gonna name it. I feel like it will be more reliable and more kind of upgradable unless you have to change like the casing. But still, it's like you're paying you're paying for what you want out of it.
yeah. Like the experience of a PC like that some people also tend to forget too is that PC is more than just gaming. Like it's just an overall tool to use for like browsing the internet, watching YouTube, and even if you're like a video editor or stuff like that. That's just the thing that I think sometimes people tend to forget about PC versus like a console where it's like it's solely gaming, and sometimes the experiences, depending on what it is, like could vary, or you could get the same experience on a PC.
True. And not just that, but I kind of feel like like if they were actually do like a virtual reality, like an actual virtual reality, not just the current like VRs that we have right now, like
Hmm.
where you actually are submerged like into it. I feel like it'll be better for a PC there
Yeah,
than just like a PS5 or an Xbox. And then because again, you could do way more. You probably could do way more. You could probably do certain things. Uh, but again, it's like I feel like sooner or later, like they're gonna like do something like Xbox or PlayStation is gonna do something where it's like they're gonna like work with PC like for Steam or something, or like they're just gonna try to make something work where you can play PC games on the Xbox or PC games on the PS5, and you don't have to spend like so much money on the actual PC. You could just do it like on the PS5 or an Xbox. But again, that will probably cost more. But and I feel like in the long run, it will be worth it.
yeah. I mean, that's honestly like what we all can hope is that like going forward. I mean, in a way, you could kind of think of like if this rumored, to transition to Xbox again. That's kind of like what their rumor is that they're trying to go be more of a PC than an actual like Xbox console. And that's likely if that's going to be our future, then again, it's going to seem unfocused. Like you have to find the balance for wanting a PC but also having a console experience. And the first thing, obviously, pricing. You don't want because if the rumor is $800 to $1,200 for an Xbox PC, it's just like that's gonna be too much. It's a console for everyone that no one can afford. At least like the average consumer, let's say.
True. But if they do something like okay, say like it's 800, but you get 2 terabytes
Okay.
of storage, 1,000, you get 4 terabytes, and then 1,200 for 6 terabytes. Then I kind of get like okay, worth it. But it will also be good where it's like they make it where you could upgrade like your CPU. You could upgrade um
Your
like
VRAM
little
or like just kind of like small
yeah.
things, yeah. Yeah, because that's definitely like the biggest thing too. Like it's one thing if it's storage, like it's another thing like to see like how much performance you can get out of it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Cuz like again, it would be great for them like I said just to upgrade or like Xbox like hey, everyone wants a PC. Let's try to combine like
Our client that we're like
our
or like the user interface that like they're doing right now with like the Xbox ROG Ally, where it's like there is an Xbox interface, but it's overlaid on like a Windows OS system.
yes. But I feel like if Xbox gonna do it, they have to do like their own like custom like OS system where it's compatible for Steam, where it'll be working for Steam and for Xbox, or they could just stick with the uh like just the Windows of it. But again, like make it like more like upgradable, like where like say like oh hey like your rat or your CPU is it's old or your graphic card or something it's old, and then it's like hey like new blah blah blah. It's gonna again because it doesn't have to be like something where it'll you have to upgrade it like every year because like how long do these consoles like last generally?
A general in terms of like a standard console generation, that's like on average, it's usually like 7 years. And usually, like when it comes to like PC, they usually last longer. They're like freaking decade, like at best.
Yeah, so imagine if they do it where every 5 years, just sell like the
Like
parts and the hardware, where again, where people could just like good where they could just open it by themselves. There's like kind of like tutorials on how they could do it by themselves, where they won't mess up, and people are learning how to customize, or say like they could add third party parts into it and it still run as good, and people could just customize upgrade. But at the same time, like I'm saying, like have them find ways where there's some Microsoft like products that
that are
would,
like that would be like tailored to it.
yeah, that would be tailored to it.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's the only thing we can really hope for this like like this Xbox PC thing. And I mean, the only other and honestly, like the only other way I can really see like a shakeup like that big happening, bring it back and to have Steam come back again. Steam puts out their own console and they do basically the same thing that Xbox wants to do, but at a much more like affordable price, say like $500.
Yeah, but wasn't there something for like Steam? Wasn't there like kind of like
I think they had a console, but
didn't
it was definitely an experimental type. But but with like info now, I think there is a legitimate chance that if they were to try to make a console, you know, in this day and age, and they do it at a good price, decent specs, that is catered to being able to just play on the couch, but you can also play it at your desk. For all we know, that they could definitely have like a pretty big hit on their hands, like, and just make even more money.
again, like I feel like there was something like that. I can't be like 100% sure. Or I
I know
can like
there was a rumor. I do remember. I think it was like a long, long time ago, though. I know which. I think I know. Remember hearing that there was a Steam console of some type in the works, but I think it's just like maybe plans fell through, or they did launch something and it just didn't succeed. Something happened. Um, I guess to we'll start rounding out the podcast a little bit. Just a quick little small topic that I did come across like earlier in the weekend. Funko collectible company. From what it sounds like, they may not survive another year. Since they've been falling off on sales, and it sucks. But hey, you know what? Times have changed. Collectibles are always going to be different, or like any of those like type of toys that people want to have, or there's always going to be a new one every year.
honestly like I feel like like after what was it, 2022, 2023, like they start kind of like dying out.
Yeah,
And again, it's like um yeah, it was good. Like collecting them and everything was good. But it's like I feel like they just,
they
how
just
can I
haven't.
say it?
They're just not like as they're not as good as they used to be.
No, not even that. I feel like uh I think it was last year where they were doing that different kind of tiers for like the Funkos, where they were like doing like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond or something like that. I remember reading and I'm like, that's kind of dumb, because then uh it's like people want like the platinum to go, or like I said, it's like they were doing those tiers and they want like the best tier, and then if you get like what you call it, chase on the best tier, then you know um resetting it will go for a lot.
But the market just not being there.
Yeah, not just that, but it's like you gotta think about it. Like, what else? Um, like what else? Like, started coming out where the Funko started dying out.
Like in terms of like the market, I mean, Hot Wheels did have like a little bit of a resurgence. I don't know if it's as big as it was at that point. I know there
Uh,
was at least some popularity. Legos are just feels like they're only going higher and higher as the years go by.
Again, because it was like what? It was Labubus that came out
Yeah,
around that
Labubu's.
time.
Yeah, Labubu's starting to like take the popularity and just blind boxes really.
Yeah, I think that's what really like started killing Funkos were just like the blind boxes. Because imagine
Hmm.
if Funko started doing like blind boxes for the series, it's like, oh hey, there's we're coming out with blind boxes for
Insert,
Demon Slayer.
yeah, or
Or
like
just insert anything. And
any
then it's
media.
like, yeah, so it's basically you get um the same thing. It's like, oh, open it, everything. If you get a chase, that's good. If you don't get a chase, then oh well, but you have a blind, and then it makes you want to like get more and more and more.
Yeah. And and I feel like it's just funny just like seeing like how blind boxes are kind of getting like popular, and it just makes me think this is just bringing back gambling at this point.
Yeah, honestly, it's just like all that. It's just like fucking gambling.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, and that's kind of like why when it comes to just like collecting stuff, like I don't I wouldn't say I'm like necessarily like a collector. It's just if I like something, I'll just, and if I, want to buy it, I'll buy it. But like for me, like I would probably like put more value in like obviously like physical games or like art books as well for whatever media, like, for like films or even for video games as well. That's just where I would personally put my money into. And, unfortunately, things just got to go fall to the wayside.
Yeah, that's true. Not just that, but also if you're thinking about it, it's not even fucking even buying boxes. Fucking like even the popcorn buckets, they're fucking like
That's
setting up like
true.
fucking crazy. Like I feel like any collector's items are setting out quick. Cause even for Demon Slayer, fucking the cups fucking sold out quick. Fucking like everything started fucking selling out quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing you did mention those popcorn boxes because, yeah, like, I'm pretty sure that's like how like AMC and Regal are like making like a lot of their money back. They're just, it's all those popcorn boxes, the collectibles and stuff.
Yeah, cause what was because Chainsaw Man, their fucking popcorn bucket, dude, that shit fucking sold out, but it didn't carry a lot of popcorn, but fucking imagine people were fucking spending $50 on that.
That's true. Yeah. Ish.
Or even the Demon Slayer cups, I think they were like going for like 25, 30, and they were selling all of them.
Yeah, it's kind of like those are, and they're like those like okay, demon the popcorn buckets, already being like $50 is like one thing, and then the cups being 25 is just ugh. It's definitely one of those like a lot of people have like that collector mindset to or buy to eventually resell, and it just makes me like think of like the when I was like big into sneakers. That's what how sneaker collectors would be at times. When they're buying collabs and shit, and then they just wait and wait and wait until eventually like it's a good time to sell it. It's like fucking stocks.
Oh yeah, of course it's gonna be stock, but at the same time, it's like, dude, it's like half of the time, it's like even to like socks, like shit goes down the drain. Like fucking, I remember when shoes. I think what was it last? No, what was it? 20
I'd probably say like
28. 2019, like the off-white, like, Jordans,
Mm-hmm.
like the blue and the red ones. Dude, those still go like for like $3,000 to $5,000
Yep.
on,
On StockX and
and
shit like
that,
that.
yeah, but imagine fucking like people like before that shit was going for like 5 to 10. Like it
Yeah.
dropped, but the thing is like now fucking like for like the market for shoes, like reselling like shoes is kind of like there, but not
It's
as big as how it
definitely
was before.
yeah, it's definitely like fallen off. As considering the fact that like the difference in audience now varies. People are now like starting to kind of circle to like look having more comfort over style. And it really shows like dude, the most popular shoes are a pair of fucking Asics. You know, if you were to tell somebody that like a decade ago, they'd be like, why are you buying like the fucking the barbecue specials? It's just
See, this
it's
is
just
why I
cra-
don't, yeah, yeah, I was gonna say this is why I'm not a fucking sneakerhead. Because dude, it's like if I buy shoes, I buy shoes to wear. I'm not gonna buy shoes just to fucking like collect them. I get there's
yeah.
some people that fucking like resell even used shoes, but this shit is like, dude, if you're gonna resell them like later and you're trying to resell them for like for like for the market value price of it, even though they're already used, I doubt people are gonna give you anything like for them. And even still, it's like it all depends like how worn they are.
Mhm.
But even for new shoes, like after a while, they fucking started like decaying. I saw like someone that like they're trying to resell like some old ass. I think it was like 98 Jordans or some shit.
Oh,
But
and like
and
is the midsole like crumbling and shit?
yeah,
Yeah, that's just one of those like I think it's like the compound that's used like for Jordans like around that time. They don't like hold up they don't age well. So it's definitely one of those like the quality will always like vary for stuff like that, unfortunately. But
true.
I
Not
get
just that, but like, but supposedly they say like it's supposed to, um, you're supposed to use it so it'll last longer.
mhm. Yeah. That's it's just like one of those things that you like those marketing terms they just like really want to push out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, and then uh recap on like the Steam console. So they did have one. It came out in 2018 and it was called the Steam Machine or Steam Box. And it was like $500.
That's not bad. That's still not a bad price. You know, even at 2018, that's still not that bad.
Yes, and it was supposed to be the console killer. But again, it failed. But
In a
again, like
way,
I remember Steam came out with this. I just don't remember when.
yeah, it's definitely yeah, that Steam box. Yeah, it probably was definitely just like one of those, hey, they just needed to know can they do this? At the time they couldn't, but I think now with with how different the market is, I think it's definitely time for them to try to redo it. That's who knows? Who knows, man? Maybe we'll finally get that proper Steam box. But fine.
Yes, but at the same time, like I kind of feel like that that Steam box won't be like worth it. Well, it would be, but at the same time, like I feel like it has to have like a Windows iOS or
Or so,
basically like act like a PC,
not
um
be one.
but not be a, yeah, but not be one. Like if they're trying to like, because then like imagine like if you just sell those like for 500 and it has like Windows and everything, and you could do like all the stuff that you could do like on the PC. It'll be honestly, I'll find it pointless. Like that to have a way where it's just uh
You
it's a
just
console.
it
It's a
just ends up
console.
being it's just at that point, it's like, okay, it's just gonna be a PC and then that's it.
Yeah, or just like it just a console, but you don't do everything like how like a PC is. Like basically, if you want to connect it to your console, and then it's there's like a little tab where you could just launch it and play on your console. That would be cool too. Like it's just like you got me like a
Mhm.
console where you could just attach to your PC. So say they give you one of like streamer or anything, but it doesn't uses the CPU on your PC because there it has
Its
its
own,
own.
like, dedicated, like, CPU.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's just kinda that would be a benefit, but yeah, it definitely would just be, like, a very expensive attachment.
yeah, but imagine like you could get like how we have, well, how I have like a mini PC, and then you have like your like regular
Like,
PC where all you have to do is just connect it, and then like since you already have like your setup for monitors and everything, all you have to do is click the tab, put on the monitor that you want to like put it on,
mm,
and then and then again, there's nowhere you have to connect the HDMI cable to that monitor, or you don't have to do it through or anything. You already have like your OBS, you have everything like like set up and everything, and then again, it's like when you end it, you know, you just end your stream, you just close out, and then you're back to using your PC. You don't have to like change the input or anything like that. It's just an attachment where I will find like it'll be worth it because again, it's like you're trying to make it where there's people that don't want to spend
$1,000 plus
like a thousand.
dollars or, like, a
Yeah,
hefty amount on, like, a gaming PC, so they can kinda find this middle ground of a console.
yeah, and then imagine you don't have to like connect it to the HDMI, and then when you're trying to like use the capture card and everything on it, you're already like
It has,
everything's
like, a
already
built
figured out.
it just has, like, a built-in, like, system for it.
Yeah, and all you have to do is just like download like probably like an app connected to your PC. So even like say like you want to do it on the go to like just take your um regular laptop, or even if it works with it'll work with like a MacBooks. Take your MacBook too, have everything like done, like you're like done gaming, um, or do like things where like IRL like streaming, but your IRL streaming, and then you have your Steam PC where you could like do like Street Fighter 6 or Tekken on
Or, like,
like with a
play, like
random person.
mhm, gotcha.
Yeah, like you got me. It's like finding ways to advance or to try to like make shit like
Kinda be, like, portable, like in a way, yeah, it's just, like
like port.
it's just having a portable, like, console, essentially. Without it I mean, in a way, that's kinda like just basically make, like, the Steam Deck the way it is, but make it somehow better, and make it
Yeah,
more of a real, like, console.
yeah, like you don't like you're not gonna have like that smaller screen where you're gonna have it's just like kind of like the size of like those big hard drives,
Mhm,
and then you can have like portable monitors, and
mhm,
then just learn how to connect like portable monitors all together into your Steam Deck. Have like about two like HDMI cables. Like if you do just want to like don't want to connect it to computer or anything, or
and just
just again,
either connected to I see what you mean. Yep, okay, okay. So pretty
yeah,
much just have, like, a really good IO on it.
yeah. It's like I feel like it will be better, and then imagine how many people are like Oh, like because imagine taking a fucking giant ass PC to your friend's house to try to play a fucking game. Dude, make this shit portable. Have like your friend has his fucking um his shit already connected to his PC. All you have to do is just connect to his TV, plug in, connect to Wi-Fi. Done, 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 done. You guys are good to go. And then when you leave, back in your backpack on the go, or even like say like if you're at work, you have it on your backpack and you have your portable monitor, which you pop it out, play a quick sesh for 30 minutes, like any offline games or anything, and just make it more um make it like it's a Steam Deck without having to deal with like that small ass screen.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Team, take some Gabe, hire us. Hire us so we can design it for you.
Dude, honestly, I would feel like it'll kind of be damn. It has to be like big enough where
If like
it won't break easily. It has to be small enough where it could fit anywhere, but at the same time, it has to be something where it could also be
very compatible
compatible.
with like a
Where
lot of like products.
yeah, so Xbox controller, PlayStation controllers, um,
Mouse and keyboard.
mouse and keyboard,
Yeah, like
like what, like
just just pretty much just like overall just have the compatibility of like a PC. So that would definitely be exciting, just to see Steam work on something like that. So who knows? Maybe next year they'll announce something. Maybe. But before we wrap up the episode, we'll kind of have like a little small blip for this one. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, around the corner. I know for those who don't have the money, don't think about this section, but if anyone somehow does have the money for it, is there any recommendations we can really like suggest to people?
I would say the Steam Deck OLED if you don't want to spend like that much money on the Rogue Ally. Uh, well, it also depends if you're gonna like do Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday for yourself, or
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna do it for other
Getting
people.
gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Steam Deck OLED is the same thing that I was saying, like that might be like one of the best selling ones in terms of like at least some gaming stuff. Um Definitely a lot of content creator items. Like I would definitely keep an eye out for some like really nice um audio mixers, boom arms, microphones, all that stuff. I would definitely recommend if you
Uh,
want
Portable
future
monitors, I would say
portable
also.
monitors. Yes, Arzopa still makes some pretty good ones too.
I had mine for a while, not just that, but it's like it lasts shit. How long have I had it? Like since last year?
Yes, I want to say like last year, maybe like a year and a half.
Yeah, so like I have this one, and then there's also God damn it, the other thing
PC
you said,
parts as
all of it.
well. PC parts as
PC
well,
parts,
and maybe pre-built PCs.
ring lights.
Yep. Ring lights or key lights too. Like we definitely would recommend because like I would because I've definitely been on like a little bit of a hunt for more lighting stuff. So you might see more of my big dumb face on some videos. Who knows?
Surge protectors too.
Surge protectors, yeah, definitely. Um, Maybe even TVs as well. And something I sometimes forget. People sometimes just like to watch. Still watch on like their big screens or just even play games on their TVs. Definitely keep an eye out for stuff like that.
Yeah, honestly, I've stopped watching fucking I stopped using my TV to actually watch TV. I mean, I always use my fucking PC.
Yep. I'm in the same boat too. It's like I sometimes will watch on my TV, but most of the time, yeah, I'm just at my desk just watching.
Yeah, and then monitor mounts also.
Monitor mounts, yep. Desks as
Desk
well.
too.
Yep. And speakers. You want to get the whole like PC set, you want to get that desk setup going.
Yeah, actually, I do need speakers now that you said speakers.
And there's definitely plenty of options on those. But
Uh,
and I guess the other thing too, like always keep an eye out for the game deals as well. Because I think right now Sony is having their kind of like Black Friday sale at the moment. At least last time I checked, there was like a all deals like section. I think I saw that Fatal Fury is like $24, and I'm like, ooh, tempting me. Because it's
yeah,
like,
I can't spend money right now.
yeah, but yeah, anybody who going on Black Friday, Cyber Monday shopping, that's what we could recommend as part of the Off the Top podcast. But we're gonna go ahead. We'll wrap up the episode right here. You guys wanna just follow us on our socials. Kevin's at Ultdemon. When he gets that channel going on Twitch or YouTube or wherever he's on. And I don't know, anything else you wanna add on top of that, Kev?
No, I'm just on Twitch and Instagram. Actually, I haven't fucking even hopped on Instagram. I gotta like
Right.
get on that shit again.
Yeah, we definitely gotta. I'm sure. We definitely got like a lot of things that we probably should be sharing, but sometimes we be forgetting. But it is what it is. And I'm your host, Zero Requiem 14. Conversation has kind of gone all over the place. Oh, before we wrap it up, big shout out to big match Jonathan Cena, Grand Slam champion, baby.
Again, that was. I feel like everyone was expecting it, but I thought it was gonna be a main event for it, but just for it to like start off the show and honestly, again, it's like something I feel like everyone has been waiting for. And after all these years, after again, he has a Hall of Fame like career already, but they just made it like just where you could actually say like John Cena, he is the GOAT. He is the greatest of all time.
Yep, definitely. Congrats to John Cena, and we'll go ahead and wrap up the episode right here. Thank you guys for watching whatever I put and listening. And until then, we'll see you on the next podcast. Take care. Have a good day. Good night. We'll see you around.